Good morning, lads and ladettes. I tell you what, as much fun as competitive angling is, it's a different ball game from social angling. So I'm meeting up with Smitty, my geeskomeet, Desmond, and for the first time since meeting him at Makassar a few months ago, Stefan. Man, it's going to be an epic day. Early morning we're going to gooi for Galjoen, and I'm glad you're here to join us on this ride. Rock stars, all of you. Right, just arrived. It's just around about 5 to 6. There's some nice swell in the water. But whether or not this water is going to be housing any of the last galjoen we're allowed to catch for the season, that remains to be seen. I'm still going to give it a good crack though. And I can quickly show you what the place looks like. Starting from the right, it's still quite misty. Wind slightly in our backs. I think this mist will clear the moment the sun starts poking its head out. And I basically caught up to Smitty past them. And now we're both parked here by Stefan. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. Let's get our lines in the water, boys. But this goes out right to the guys first. Easy Stefan, boys. You know, the one of your paar videos terug. Lekker man, lekker. This guy was here first this morning and he says he caught a massive barbel. A fish that shall not be named. So, yeah, no, look, this water looks rough, okay? And it looks like there's some decent swell out there. But we don't necessarily know there's going to be fish in that water yet. Time will tell. I mean, we're basically here almost on a high tide, approaching the drop again. So, what do you think, Stefan?
Let's make a few casts and check what happened. That's all we can do. But I think
you can't catch anything without a line in the water, eh?
That's true, that's true. Bait up and get going.
Exactly. Now I'm going to go bait up quickly, but I'm going to come join you again over here. Good. Cheers, good. So Stefan pulls out the fish that shall not be named, and then I go and do the exact same thing. In my book I didn't blank, but this is not exactly the first one. Okay, let's rephrase. If this is the first one and the only one I'm getting today, fine, I'll take it, but at least let there be more than this. I have this funny feeling it's going to be one of those days. Weather's definitely going to be clearing up, but holy smokes, considering what time it is, this beach is filled up. Whether or not spot moves is even going to be a possibility for us, I have no idea. Ons hoop buiten dinge aan so jong. Ek het ook nou babel uitgetrek. Dit is met die
gaan dit nou.
Lekker man, lekker. Lekker vet babel nou gevang.
Is dit?
Daar's al weer 'n ding op die lyn. But is it again blank hier? Dit is ook nog wat ek die viewers vertel, at least I didn't blank.
Ek sien daar by ek gooi reg hoe hy spot van my net. Daar's 'n hele klomp kelp in die water. So as die water gaan sak, dan gaan dit moontlike probleem raak.
Ja.
Maar as jy maar sien nou, ek het nou nog nie eens die kelp aan nie. Maar die dag lê voor. Positief.
Yeah, no, but we're definitely going to have to keep our eyes open for a possible spot move a little bit later, especially when the kelp starts showing itself.
Definitely.
Cool, I'm gonna check this out. You got something, Stefan? Well, I'm on his on. Was hy
Let's
just
go.
get the release done, boys. Daar's hy, Smitty.
Wat is alright?
Nou is jy offisieel die kopsleier in die groep. Wat hom so, bro?
Dankie Flam. Ek waardeer dit. Wat is alright?
Ja, nee, hy's fine. Hi there, lads. So, yeah, 2 COB just came out. None of them size. Smitty got close, 49 centimeters. So I just unclipped my galjoen trace quickly. Took out one of my pre-made traces. The swivel that goes onto my clip. And a nice chocker bait. And a 5-ounce sinker. So now I want to chuck this bad boy out there in the hopes of getting one of those little cobbies. Would be nice. I just chucked this dangle out there and there's already hits on the line. It's a very nice roll in the water. Looks very pretty. No huge breakers, but a very, very nice roll. Yeah, I think I'm going to put my Euphoria together with a 5-ounce sinker. I'm not going to put a dangle on it. I'm just going to put a nice little choco bait on the hook and just throw it in the gutter in front. See what happens. Right, let's build that little bait quickly. I'm going to try and replicate this as best as I possibly can, how my friend showed me. You see if I can't get this thing down far enough for you to see what I'm doing. So how he explained it to me is you basically want one long strip, but you want it to be not too thick. There we go, just that. Then you want to use your bait cotton and you want to twist that little part into a little lump at the end. Now this works well if you're just going to throw the bait in the water and let it do its thing without a dangle or anything. I would still prefer to put a little float on the hook maybe, or just above the hook. So now you can see it's still got its little tentacles at the bottom. Then you take a small piece of choker. I mean, I've got this leftover piece from earlier that I'm just going to trim a little bit to get the unevenness out of it, like this piece. Then I'm going to clap it a little bit. Just to make it sticky. Doesn't have to be a lot. Then I'm going to cut that piece off and I'm going to start twisting this on there, but in bits and bobs. So I'm going to cut this maybe in half, put that on there. When it's this juicy, it becomes a little bit tricky to work with it. A lot of the competition guys apparently uses this when they are running low on chocker, and they just want something with movement in the water that can still attract a COB or a steenbras or something. There we go. So I have another rig here. My swivel for the trace clip. Then over here you can see that I've got a bit of a sliding sinker setup going over here, and over here is the hook. Not a very big one. What you want to do is you want to hook it in far enough so it doesn't come off the hook. But because you made it quite tight, it needs to have a bit of pressure around the hook to stay on. Look at that. Beautiful. So let's put a sinker on this thing and put my second rod out there. Like I said earlier, we're not going to send this to Antarctica. I really just want this small little toka weight to get out behind the first breaker, somewhere between the first and the second breakers, preferably somewhere in the white water. Doesn't have to be far. Perfect.
That's what those glass beads do.
Man's got a rattle in his
Yeah.
in the foam.
In the dangle.
Woohoo!
So while it's anything, it makes a rattle.
Yeah, absolutely. Jeez. I'm hoping you get one on that.
This is a love song, despite what you think. No matter what happens tomorrow, I just wanted to tell you one thing. I'll never, ever give up. Never, ever, my love. I may fail a million times, but I'm stubborn as and I'll never, ever give up on you. Meet me in the garden where the wildflowers bloom. Forever, trust me, my darling, as I sing you this song. And I'll never, ever give up. Never, ever, my love. I may fail a million times, but I'm stubborn and I'll never.
Nice little worm on the side. Yeah, let's try it.
Dit gaat moeilijk op het maken. Dit is zeker. Dis hy. Maak hom 'n pakkie. Half hier net.
Hierdie is sy special pyting tot suikermossels.
Kyk die brein altyd.
Jy kan hem amper heel eet. Candied mossels. Pudding.
Aan die pudding, ek sê, as jy vla, dan het ek vir ons die pudding.
Vanaand na keer heen reis eet ons die gesuikerde mossels. Heel rauw. Soos oesters. Desmond, is this the quiet before the storm?
I hope so. I had a couple of bites on this one, but they're not committing, man.
Yeah.
But I put on the smaller hopefully
Yeah, I've had the same.
something will take.
Oh, this man's got stuff that he needs to go sort out. Bro, cheers.
Dankie Vlam.
Goed gaan,
As
goed
hy
gaan. Ons maak bees hoor.
Ja, definitief. Ek dink ons volgende een met 'n nagsessie of so wees.
Nou praat jy met
Kry ons
al.
'n klomp ouens bymekaar en dan
Ja, kyk nou praat jy met al die laaste een hier saam met Jack, Crazy Fisherman was lekker geweest.
kom ook kry.
Yes,
Saam.
yes, yes.
Kom ons sit op so mense. Wat ons hierdie strand oor.
Cheers bro, goed gaan man.
Dankie Vlam. Right.
Yeah, it is quiet. But you're not going to catch anything without your dangle. No idea how that happened. Time to re-rig and get it out. Wat sê jy, mater?
Stil.
Stil ja.
Hulle buite.
Nee. Hy het vroeër so 'n paar buite gehad. Maar wat ek ook vir Stefan verduidelik het, toe ek hier ingegooi het, was daar thumbs. En toe ek met hierdie rod ingestap het, tot omtrent so diep, en vir hom bo die kelp gemoer het, toe staan ook thumbs. So die vis is letterlik agter die kelp. So, common sense sê vir my, met die tide wat inkom, mag hulle dalk bo uit bank kom. En hier voorkom by. Ons moet net vasbyt. Ek meen, jy het wel klaar jou kobbietjie vandag in. Maar hopelik is daar nog. Yeah, at this point it's no use even using the other camera. This one's the only one that's going to work in this wind. It's getting unpleasant now. It's not quite pumping like it was a couple of weeks ago when we were in Nandi. But it's kind of crazy considering how dead quiet the wind was earlier. So, currently I have 2 fish baits out. Lost my first rig on this rod just now. So I just used the trace from the sliding sinker for the new hook. And I just cranked together a quick whole Yun rig, but with a slightly bigger sized hook for a fish bait to go out there with a float. I'm not going to spend too much time rigging stuff up right now. I don't even know how long we're going to be here still. It's past 3 o'clock already. Smitty looks like he's busy packing up. I mean, I can't blame the guy. It's getting quite unpleasant. It's been a fabulous day so far, but the last hour or so the wind's been a bit of a menace. We all know what happens when the wind comes straight from the front. The lone COB slayer today needs to go home.
Ag nee.
Cheers, Gees, kom eet.
Cheers. Plum. Thank you so much. What a brilliant day once again.
Ja, nee, het was 'n lekker dag. But this wind is now causing havoc, man.
And look at the water all of a sudden. The color is still beautiful. But I think the water is a bit too strong. Too rough. So,
No, but look, we're going to stick it out for another hour maybe. 2 casts per rod. And just see what happens. And if nothing happens, you know what, at least we tried.
you guys do that.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Cheers,
Cheers, Plum.
broer.
Have a good one.
Cheers, bud.
Cheers. Bye.
I'm heartbroken. Was just casting in my other line, setting it up, Setting the drag, turn around. Notice the other rod is going absolutely berserk. Run over, lift it out of the rod stand, start reeling, excited. There's definitely something huge on the other end. And then the sinker was stuck. Pulled the sinker free, fish was off. I am gutted. Words cannot describe right now. Oh man, that sucks. That was big. That was big. That Sandies from last week, they were strong. Lack of fighters. This thing felt bigger, much bigger. Felt like a cob. I had 2 or 3 before. I know what they feel like. This felt like a cob. So now I just want to get this bait out there as fast as possible, and hopefully still salvage something. And as the sun is setting over my shoulder, that's the end of another day. Heartbreaking in some respects, but hell of a lot of fun. Brandon, Desmond, we gotta go home.
Yeah,
What have you got to say for yourself, sir?
nothing much.
It's a hard day at the office.
Yeah, my expectations were too big and nothing delivered. So,
Well, that's unfortunate.
but next time, there's always a next time. So,
Did you have some bites?
I think I had about maybe 1 out of the whole day.
Oh my word.
It wasn't a good day at all.
But that's what brings you back. That's what brings you back. You need to join us more often, man. You need to join us more often.
Try my best.
Okay, well, anyway. Dude,
see
thanks
you.
again. Thanks again.
Safe
Brandon.
driving.
Thank you.
And viewers, remember that little bell. Just subscribe, please, man.
The red subscribe button and the bell icon.
Yeah, please, man. It will do quite some good for us. Thanks. Enjoy.
So, what can we say about today? Well, unfortunate is a word that comes to mind, because the fish was there, the big ones. Smitty basically missed out on like 1 centimeter to have that fish be a keeper. Super stoked for him to pull that fish out, obviously. But the story of the day for me, though, so unfortunate. Fishing with 2 rods, casting one into the water after just having cast the other one in. And as I'm still busy setting it up, making sure that there's no slack line, especially in that wind, making sure that there's no slack line and that the sinker is properly set, I turn to my left and my rod is going nuts. Drag going, bouncing up and down. That was either a shark or a large cob. Grab the rod, start reeling in the slack. Man, I could feel the head shakes on the other side. It was awesome. Even screamed for Desmond to get a camera out for me. My one camera was in the car, the other one was on charge. Just needed someone to record the moment. Sinker stuck. I committed the cardinal sin of using a brand new grab sinker and not, before casting, loosening up the wires a little. When I finally got that sinker pulled free and started reeling in, I felt the fish was gone. Hyper upset about it. And I know it was the sinker's fault. because when I landed the sinker, the grapnels didn't release at all. I just pulled it free from wherever it was stuck. Another valuable lesson learned. All in all, very enjoyable day. Weather was nice up until about 1 o'clock when the wind started turning. You know what, those winds straight in from the ocean is a killer. Not only is it cold, it also brings about zero fish. It's brutal. So what can you do? Come back the next time. That's all you can do. So I'm still on the hunt for a nice COB. Next week, competition at Varkenvlei. Stick around for that. It's going to be an awesome video as well. But for now, I'm saying cheers. I'm out. I need to get my bum home and get some food in my stomach. And I will see you soon.